Today I am going to be sharing with you my Profusions products. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have a couple of eyeshadow palettes, and I know you've seen this one many, many times, my Emeralds palette, and I really do love this, and I'm able to create a lot of cool looks with that. But this one is new, and this one is the Desert Sage. And here is the color story. And what I really like to do, and what I'm going to do today, is make a navy and some of these brown eyeshadow looks. And I really, really like this. I saw this, and I had previously bought this, and then when this came in, I realized that it was a little set. So I'm going to be using some of these brushes today, if I can get it open. But it comes with this really nice little traveling pouch, and then 3 brushes. Okay, one like that, which is really good for patting eyeshadow down. And then we've got this one, which is good to deepen that crease. And then this one, which is good to add your transition shade. So let me go ahead and get my eyes primed. Okay, so I am going to go in with this one right here, and then starting to work kind of in this direction. And I have really enjoyed the Profusions line. They've got beautiful eyeshadows and blushes and contours, and I have some palettes of those that I want to share with you as well. And they are very, very affordable, which is always nice. And then I am going to go ahead and go in with this yellow in the inner lid, and then start building it out to these 2 here. And I'm just using my finger. And these are really, really pigmented. And when you mix these 2 together, you see this little touch of green, which I really like. Keeping it just on the lid, trying not to go up into the crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this little guy here and start placing the navy right in that corner there. Oops. And as you can see, it is very, very pigmented. I'm going to go in just a little bit more with that second blue. Sometimes you end up losing a color, and that's all right. You can just add it right back. And I did get a little bit of that navy up into the crease. So what I'm going to do is take this tiny little, actually, I'll use this one. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and start blending. I try to keep it out of the crease. That's my new little trick, so that I don't have to do so much blending. But I'm going to go ahead and add that there. Now I'm going to go back in and add the transition color, and I am going to start deepening it a little bit with these colors here. Now there is some fallout, but I really did actually kind of go into that navy very heavy-handed. I'm going to switch brushes to a little bit smaller brush and kind of get that worked in a little bit more on the crease, doing the windshield wipers, blending those dark colors together. There we go. So now I am going to take this CoverGirl eyeliner and just go ahead and line that top lid. And then I just am going to do a little bit of a flick like I always do. Now, since I do have quite a bit of fallout, I am going to just take a clean brush and try to sweep it away as much as possible. There we go. And that way I don't have to wipe it off and wipe off all of my skincare as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, put my lashes on, and I will be right back. I am back. So now what I am going to do is move on to concealer. One thing I have gotten, and I really do like this, it's the Smashbox. It used to be Becca. This is Fairlight Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And one thing about this is it really does brighten, but it also adds some hydration. So if you did want to then follow it up with another concealer that might be a little bit more, you know, dries a little bit quicker, then this might be a good combination for you. So I apply it just like I apply any other concealer, right to my bags. And I do want to say that this eyeshadow did not have that much fallout. There was fallout because I went in and really dug in way too much. So if you do that, you might have fallout. Actually, I'm going to use my finger. Again, this one is really creamy and hydrating. And I'd been wanting to get it for a while, and so I finally did. Now I am going to go ahead and follow it up with some concealer just to show you how it does layer up really nicely. Now, I am not one who, like, normally I would just use this as my concealer because I think that there's, you know, enough. Plus, I'm not, like, loving the idea of having two products for under eyes because one should be able to do it. But I do want to show you how it does do when you then add a concealer. And the one I am using here is the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. And I really, really like this one too. Okay. All right, so now I am going to go on to foundation, and I am going to be using the L'Oreal Age Perfect 4-in-1. And this one is infused with a firming serum. I have to apply this one with a very, very stiff foundation brush, because it is pretty thick. So I kind of just start real lightly placing it where I want to do it, placing it where I want it to go, and then just start working it in. And like I say, this is a thicker product. And once you have it worked in, I think it is really pretty. It was took me a little getting used to, because like I say, I'm used to more of a liquidier foundation. But since I've been kind of testing out some different things, I learned that even with foundation, you might have a couple different techniques. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my sponge and just make sure that all the excess is taken off. And this one is a little bit warmer of a color. So it makes me look like I have a tan, which is nice. I kind of probably should go down my neck a little bit, because the tone is just a little bit warmer, I think. Although it does seem like it is a pretty good color match. I always thought it was darker, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. There. Now I am going to go in with my Halo Glow e.l.f. powder. I did finally get this one, and this is the pinkish one. And I am not seeing any settling yet, so that's a good sign. And this is a lot of fun to play with, the eyeshadow palette. I can see a lot of fun, different colors, looks that I can come up with. There's a really pretty selection of greens, yellows, which is always kind of fun. It'll be a neat spring and summer palette. Okay, and then I'm going to just take a bigger face powder brush and go over everything. It's a little, it feels hydrating rather than tacky. I think, at first I thought I probably wouldn't get this one again, but now I'm thinking I really do love the way it looks on my skin. And maybe get a color that's a little bit more matching. I am horrible about picking the right colors, and I love doing everything online, and so of course you always run that risk of not getting the right colors and tones and all that stuff. So anyways, all right, well now I am going to go to the Profusion's Highlight and Contour. And as you can see, mine, I've had them for a while. They've been well loved. And I know that there's other other ones out there that, because I think there's a Contours 1, Contours 2, all that stuff. So what I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to go in that direction, but I'm going to start maybe a little bit of a combination just to see how dark that gets, because it's been a while. And I always like to start right there. That's where you want the most product. And then kind of just carry it down. I could probably go a little darker, right? My lights and everything, to me, it's kind of hard. First of all, I'm blind, so I don't want to wear my glasses, obviously. So I have to be up really super close, so you might see me squinting a lot. I've got my mirror right here, and the lights that I have on, I think, flood things out, because then when I look on there, I really see that maybe I do have enough. So let's just kind of continue with this combo. And it is always fun to experiment. I've really had a lot of fun because I used to always wear my eyes the same way for the longest time, very neutral, no colors or anything. And I think it's been within the last few years maybe that I really just started having a lot more fun with colors. Most people, you know, do that when they're younger, and here I am doing it as I've gotten older. Then I am going to do my nose. I am so happy with this technique that I discovered. Because like I say, if things become too complicated, then you end up not doing it because you only have so much time in the morning to get things done. All right, and so now I am going to go in with this. Yep, I'll go in with this highlighter. I'll go ahead and do the highlighter first. And it almost has a little bit more. So this one is the palest. This one has a touch of, I would say, a little bit of a rose, just tiny bit. And then this is a little bit deeper of a gold. Now I'm moving on to blushes. And here we've got the Profusion's Blush 1. And I think with this one, so we've got the pinks, we've got a kind of a more of a peach, and then these are real deeper and also very sparkly. Looks like there's quite a bit of fleck there. So I am going to start, I think, with Blossom. So this one, I might deepen it with that. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm not seeing much from here, but it does actually look real nice. And I like to put a little bit of blush as well on my forehead. I think it gives you kind of this sun-kissed look. I know a new look now are, I guess there's the crying look and then the cold look. And I might try that out and see. because I've seen a few of the YouTubers do it, and it turned out really neat. Okay, I am going to leave that because I think that's enough. Maybe just a touch right there. Okay. All right, and so then now I am going to go in with my foundation brush and just kind of smooth the edges. There we go. I don't know. It seems like I need a little bit more. I am going to do a touch of this Popular. And really just a touch. And kind of put it right in the center there. I hope I'm not screwing it up, but... Okay, and then I am going to go in with my powder brush again and just go over the edges a little. Okay. Now, since I used blue, I am going to go ahead and use blue on the under eye. And I think what I'm going to do is use this color right there to go kind of over across this whole area. And now what I'm going to do is take this, and I really have been enjoying these Sephora eyeliners. And this one is, I know it's blue, but Slate. Okay. And then it actually has a little sharpener, even though it is the mechanical, it's not like a sharpening pencil, but, and then it's got this nice little sponge. So they have thought of everything with this. And what I'm going to do is kind of just dot the blue, because this is quite a bit darker than what I'm used to, and I'm only going to take it about halfway, because again, I don't want to close up my eyes. Okay. And then with the little sponge, I'm just going to blend that a little bit. Just right there. And I am going to go in with my usual, the NYX Professional Makeup Golden Bronze. And just go on the waterline and kind of mesh a little bit with it, with the blue. And now I am going to be taking this Profusion's skinny pencil. And this one is skinny, very, very skinny. And this color is perfect for me. Now it comes as a set. It comes with a brown brow gel. And I personally am not a fan of the colored gels. I prefer the clear. Okay. I do love is my NYX Control Freak. Now this one does have its limitations. It doesn't have a black. It has this brown, which you could use as an eyeliner, which is great. But it doesn't really have that much of a highlighter for me to, you know, put on my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use the highlighter in here. But I did, again, want to show you the different colors and what I was talking about. You know, I could do a really neat green look with these. The yellows would be beautiful. There's some really pretty fuchsias and pinks right there. And you could even go in the direction of a more orange look, which will be a lot of fun. So I am definitely interested in doing those eye looks. If you are interested in seeing any of these eye looks, please leave them in the comments below, and maybe I'll do a video on another eye color look. All right, so let me go ahead and take my contour again, contour and highlight again, and I think I'm going to go with this one, the lightest one, for right there and then right there. Okay. And to keep things simple on the lips today, I am going to use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. Now this one is in Petal, and these are really, really nice lip glosses because they are thick. They can compete with a lipstick and lip gloss. Seriously, they're that pigmented. So I am going to add this on. And there we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe. That would really help my channel out a lot. Give me a thumbs up, and I hope you have a great day.